With college basketball, every year we witness upsets. During March, where all the madness is taking place.
There's the pass to Leitner. Puts it up.
One question I wanted to know is, who is the GOAT of college basketball? Top 10 vote getter is Len Bias. Len Bias played at the University of Maryland from 1982 to 1986. He was a 6'8", 210-pound power forward. His career stats, 16.4 points per game, first team All-American in 1986, two-time ACC Player of the Year, two-time first team All-ACC, ACC Athlete of the Year, and that was his college career. So Len Bias had a pretty good college career. Doesn't really mention many records or anything like that. I guess he just had a really crazy impact. Unfortunately, we did not get to see the full career of Len Bias, but he did have a great college career, and that's why he made this list. You guys comment down below and let me know if Len Bias belongs on this list or not. Allen Iverson played at Georgetown from 1994 to 1996. The number 9 vote getter. Didn't get many awards, but he had a major impact in college sports, especially at Georgetown. In 1995 season, he won the Big East Rookie of the Year award and was named to the All-Rookie First Team. He led the Hoyas to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament 95-96. Iverson led the team to the Big East Championships, all the way to the Elite Eight in the NCAA tournament. He ended his career as the Hoyas' all-time leader in scoring average with 22.9 points per game. He was first team All-American, first team All-Big East in 1996. Iverson was declared for the NBA draft after his sophomore season, first overall pick in the 1996 NBA draft by the 76ers. I'm not sure if Iverson belongs on this list. Yes, once again, let me know down below in the comment box what you think. Number 8 vote getter, Jay Williams. His career average was 19.3 points per game, 6 assists, and 2.2 steals a game. In Jay Williams' freshman season, he was named ACC Rookie of the Year and National Player of the Year by the Sporting News. He averaged 14.5 points, 16.5 assists, about 4.2 rebounds a game. First team freshman All-American by Basketball Time. He led the Blue Devils to the 2001 NCAA National Championship. He was the NABC Player of the Year. He had 841 points, which broke Dick Groat's 49-year Duke record for most points in the season. Yes, he led all tournament scorers with an average of 25.7 points per game. He earned both Big Dog Awards, Naismith Award, and the Wooden Award as College Basketball Player of the Year in 2002. He would be the first round second overall pick by the Chicago Bulls. Alright, Jay Williams was definitely an exciting player, but I am not sure if he is worthy of the title, the GOAT of college basketball. Comment down below, let me know. Next top vote getter for college basketball GOAT is Carmelo Anthony, Syracuse. Now, Carmelo Anthony only played one season at Syracuse in 2002-03 season. He averaged 22 points, 10 rebounds, which was third in the Big East and first among NCAA Division I freshmen. He guided the Orangemen to their first ever NCAA tournament title in 2003. He led the team in scoring, rebounds, and minutes played. He had 33 points against University of Texas in the Final Four, which is an NCAA tournament record for the most points by a freshman. In the championship game against Kansas, defeated University of Kansas in the championship game. He had 20 points, 10 rebounds, was named the tournament's Most Outstanding Player award. His coach, Jim Boeheim, described Anthony as by far the best player in college basketball. Nobody was even close to him, and that's the bottom line, as quoted by his basketball coach. I mean, if you ask me, it's pretty difficult in only one season to be the GOAT of college basketball. I mean, you gotta be way more miraculous than that, but comment down below and let me know what you think. Next up, we have Pistol Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete Maravich, our number 6 vote getter for college basketball GOAT. I'm really curious what you guys think about this one. I mean, it's very interesting. And I'll tell you why. There was a rule where freshmen were not allowed to play on a varsity team. His freshman season averaged 43.6 points per game. The next season, his sophomore season, Pistol Pete Maravich is now playing for the varsity team. He would average 43.8 points per game. So basically, it didn't matter if he was on the freshman team or on the varsity team. That dude was putting up 40 points a game. It would continue. His junior season, he would average 44.2 points per game. His senior season, 44.5 points per game. Pistol Pete Maravich at the University of LSU averaged 44.2 points per game his whole college career. More than 40 years later, we're still with the 40s. Many of his NCAA and LSU records still stand. The only downfall to this story is that, unfortunately, Pistol Pete Maravich college basketball team never made it to the NCAA tournament. The team's highest accomplishment was in 1970 at the NIT National Invitational Tournament, where LSU finished in 4th place. Here's some of his notable awards: two-time College National Player of the Year, 1969 and 1970, three-time first-team All-American, three-time SEC Player of the Year, three-time NCAA season scoring leader, NCAA Division I all-time scoring leader, number 23 jersey retired by LSU. Now check it out. Every year he played college basketball was Player of the Year. Every year he played college basketball was the leading scorer. Three-time first-team All-American. These are GOAT numbers, but unfortunately his team did not win many games. I don't know how you guys feel about that. In order to be considered the college basketball GOAT, do you need to have some kind of championship? Comment down below, let me know if the GOAT of college basketball should at least have a title. But looking at these numbers, man. Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson played at the University of UNLV from 1989 to 91, 2 seasons. In just 2 seasons, he averaged 25.5 points per game. He is ranked 12th in career scoring and 7th in rebounding at UNLV, despite only playing 2 seasons. Now, that's putting up some big numbers. He also holds the records for single season and career field goal percentages. To this day, he's the only player to ever win National Junior College Player of the Year and Division I Player of the Year for 2 years that he played basketball. In 1990, the Running Rebels, UNLV Running Rebels, had a perfect regular season record, 27-0, and they pretty much won every game by 30 points. Johnson was named First Team All-American twice, Big West Conference Player of the Year, and Tournament Most Valuable Player of the Year awards in 90 and in 91. He also won the John R. Wooden Award and was named Naismith College Player of the Year. In just 2 seasons at UNLV, he put up pretty impressive stats, and he walked home with many accolades: 2-time First Team All-American, 2-time Big West Player of the Year. Wow. Grant Hill. Grant Hill played at Duke University from 1990 to 1994. He was the ACC Player of the Year in 94, 2-time All-American, 2-time NCAA champion. What more can we say about Grant Hill? First player in ACC history to collect more than 1,900 points, 700 rebounds, 400 assists, 200 steals, and 100 blocks. Grant Hill would go on to be the 3rd overall pick by the Detroit Pistons in 1995. I feel like his awards and his accolades don't really do him any justice. I mean, I feel like we're missing out on a lot of things that we could be talking about. Grant Hill was an amazing college basketball player, and for those who saw it, you know, that was it, man. He was dope, and for many people, he is the college basketball GOAT. Comment down below, let me know what you think about Grant Hill. Is he the college basketball GOAT? Christian Leitner. Now, I don't know, guys. The amount of awards Christian Leitner racked up during his college career is insane. I mean, when it was named the 1973 NCAA Basketball Tournament Most Outstanding Player yet again. According to most people, if you go through 3 years of basketball without losing the game, it's fine. Bill Walton lost a total of 4 games in his collegiate career. These losses would all take place in his last season. He admits himself there was a little bit of team drama, there was no team chemistry, there were injuries, and it just basically had a lot of problems. But for most teams, 26-4 is a successful season. Unfortunately for Walton and the UCLA Bruins, that was considered a disaster. I guess he wanted to finish exactly how he came in, with absolutely no losses, but unfortunately that did not happen. In the 1974 Final Four, UCLA's record with 7 consecutive national titles was finally broken when North Carolina State defeated the Bruins 80-77 in double overtime. Played 50 minutes, scored 29 points, had 18 rebounds, 4 assists in that loss. Walton called the game the most disappointing outcome of his entire basketball career. In his 87 career games at UCLA, Walton shot 65% from the field. He averaged 20.3 points, 15.7 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. His entire career record at UCLA, 86 wins, 4 losses. 2-time NCAA champion, 2-time Final Four Most Outstanding Player, 3-time National College Player of the Year, 3-time First Team All-American. Obviously his jersey was retired. Bill Walton is the number 2 vote getter for college basketball GOAT. Alright, let's get into it. Our number 1 vote getter for college basketball GOAT, Lou Alcindor, aka Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now this guy, according to our Facebook page GOATs, got the most votes. I mean, he was one of the top players in high school all the way to the end of his NBA career. He was one of the most dominant, obviously one of the most winning basketball players in the history of the game. When we just focus on his college basketball career, without putting everything and mixing everything together, and just focus on his college basketball career, I'm a little bit stuck. For me, it's between him, Christian Leitner, Bill Walton. I mean, these guys, all 3 of these guys had incredible careers. UCLA was obviously the most dominant college basketball team during the early to late 70s. Also in the 60s, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a major part of that. His career average of points is 26.4, has the highest season scoring average of 29 points per game, most field goals in the season, most free throw attempts in the season, most points in a single game with 61 points, most field goals in a single game with 26 field goals versus Washington State back in 1967. Twice named Player of the Year, 1967 and 1969, was a 3-time First Team All-American. He was honored as the most outstanding player in the NCAA tournament 3 times and became the first ever Naismith College Basketball Player of the Year in 1969. He's the only player to win the Helms Foundation Player of the Year award 3 times. And basically in 1967, the dunk was banned because that was his most dominant weapon. They banned the dunk because he was too dominant. What kind of haters is that? He's a 3-time NCAA champion, 3-time NCAA Final Four Most Outstanding Player, 3-time National College Player of the Year, 3-time consensus First Team All-American. Obviously his jersey was retired. He was selected number 1 in 1969 NBA draft by the Milwaukee Bucks. Alright guys, there you have it. This is our top 10 vote getters for college basketball GOAT. Let me know down below in the comment boxes what you think. If you agree, also let me know what you think should consider a player to be on this list. I mean, obviously accolades, stats, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Walton, and Christian Leitner. These guys, between the 3 of them, have over 200 accolades and awards. They obviously dominated college basketball. Other guys made some noise. I want to know what you think. Check down in the description box below other names of other stars who did get votes but were not in our top 10 vote getters. So if you see a player who did not make this list, comment, let us know what you think. You know, if there's other players that we may have missed. According to GOATs, Crossover Nation Facebook page, this is what we got. College basketball, GOAT, the greatest of all time. Let's get it. I'm Swish. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, never miss a beat.